Hello everybody and welcome back to now episode 4 of Baldur's Gate 3. We are picking up where we left off last time. Oh wait, it's me, the Milky Dog. Hello, hi. But yeah, to kind of snap back in, sorry, my bad. We were picking up where we left off last time, entering this crypt. This is kind of its own area to explore. And as you can see, we have some traps lying about, so we got to be extra cautious. But lucky for us, we have Astarion, who has amazing perception skills and is able to kind of pick up on where these are. So we don't really have to disarm them right now. Eventually we might, but we can kind of navigate around them. It's not a big deal. But we are just going to progress through and clear this out, because it does have valuable loot. There's always stuff to collect, trust me. We haven't seen a vendor yet, but whenever we do get to one, I want to have enough stuff on my characters that I can sell and start buying necessary items such as heals or lockpicks, especially because in Act 1 there's just so many chests and different things to open, doors, pathways. I don't even know all of the stuff. I don't even know how to explain off the top of my head. But these are all things that I kind of want to get early game, so we don't have to worry about it too much. But of course, it all depends. So we found another book. I'm kind of like curious if I should read these, if you guys would mind if I read them, or if we can just kind of scroll through, and if you happen to find it interesting or just want to skip ahead, totally cool too. But I'm figuring that out. I don't really know how I'm going to incorporate books in here, but I do want to show you guys what is sort of in the game, so I'll always look through these. And yeah, I know I'm talking as well right now while you may be trying to read this, since I'm not going ahead, so you can always stop the video if you don't want to hear my voice. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all real quick. And yeah, we are just progressing. We haven't encountered any enemies, and I'm not too entirely certain when in here, because I kind of forget all the rooms that exist. Okay, I don't remember this. Okay, so like always, I kind of give a little context. I've been through Act 1 before in a playthrough of mine, but sometimes I forget, like, everything that I do. I feel like my brain has been wiped, even though I've spent like 60 hours in Act 1 before.
Let's crack it open.
There's just so much. It's hard to really remember sometimes. So it kind of like goes into like every experience being a new one whenever you play this game, which is kind of why one of the big reasons why I think it's so refreshing. Sorry, that was like word salad there. I was trying to get the words out, and my brain was trying to catch up.
Scribes with swords.
But yeah.
So much for the quill being mightier.
So these guys, these scribes, I'm taking their weapons off them. I think they actually do come to life, and I don't want them to have any weapons. I don't actually know if that'll work out well, right? Like taking their weapons while they're playing dead or pretending to be dead. Honestly, can I even say that? They're literally skeletons. There's no way they're alive, but yeah, I don't know. I think maybe if I take their weapons and their scrolls and their staffs, maybe they won't be able to do any magic. But I think they're just kind of imbued with magic on their own. So I don't know if that will be an effective tactic. That one had a key. I don't know where that key goes. Okay, we got an extra space.
Oh, that's just
Chained book. Where is the chained book? I see this chest. Awesome. For most of my looting and deception and sneakiness, I'll probably equip Astarion, just because they're naturally gifted for those sorts of things.
I prefer
But
gold.
yeah, so usually whenever I'm opening a door or doing a lockpick, I'll probably use this character and not my own. They're just not as naturally inclined. I'm trying to find this book though. Okay, I see the book. That took me a second. I was like, where is this book? We walked in this room and he's talking
This
about a book.
book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Yeah, honestly, that looks kind of scary. If I see a book like this and it has a lock on it, maybe it's not meant to be open, man. I don't know. Oof. That was a really bad attempt at that.
The tome does not take kindly to your temper.
It just like fries him to a
feeling like
crisp. He just
pins and
dies right
needles
here.
lingers under your
That'd be
skin,
sad.
pricking and prodding.
I don't know. Maybe we might revisit this. I don't know. We'll come back to this before we fully take off. I mean, it looks nice in here, despite it being kind of
Something
like
over there.
ruins. Okay, it looks like we have company now. We woke them up. Yeah, I have a feeling taking their weapons is not really going to do too much. We're going to see, though. We're going to find out what this battle looks like. I will say, though, for most of the battles, if not every single battle in Baldur's Gate, there's so many creative ways the developers have kind of conceptualized players getting through certain challenges that it really does feel fresh in that sense. There's thousands of different possibilities. Some battles you don't even have to fight to be able to win against really high level, high skill opponents. But yeah. Usually, like whenever I'm in battle, if I have Shadow Heart, I'm using Firebolt or Guiding Bolt. Hold up. Firebolt or Fireball?
Have to keep going.
I might be tripping there. But yeah, I usually use those two from a distance with Shadow Heart. Same for Gale. I try to use spells from a distance. And especially ones that don't take slots, or like an action slot, so I can still use it, right? So Fireball you can use infinity amount of times, whereas some other spells that I have I can't use forever, and then I gotta like rest in camp or something like that. But geez, these guys are kind of a bother, I'm not gonna lie. They still do a lot of spells and not fun.
Let's go.
At least two of my characters are primarily up close fighters. So like my paladin doesn't really have any moves from a distance. I don't have an arrow or like a bow and arrow. But Astarion can technically attack from a distance, but maybe just not as equipped.
Tale for the ages. Rook to Queen 6.
Now that I'm kind of in the battle, I'm just like wondering what these skeletons were doing, just waiting here. Like how long have they been waiting for somebody to tap that button? Like would they have just stayed here forever? They just let me loot all their stuff, take all their belongings, but touching the button was the line. They were just like, whatever's in there, you can't
Never a
have.
dull moment.
And I know we kind of like
Strike you down.
ran into those traps early on, like in the very first room we were in, so I kind of figured something in here was going to be a trap. but I wasn't expecting that. They're probably like, this is the most interesting thing to happen in the last 2,000 years. We're so happy somebody finally touched this button. But I'm hoping that we survive this. I'm hoping my characters don't all die, or I don't know, these guys keep casting like blind, like fog or blindness or whatever on me, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, hopefully once we get through this, we're all alive and we can see what's in this room.
Knight to King 5.
I'm very, very curious. But yeah. It's so crazy because like we're very early game, and since I'm in Act 3 in one of my other playthroughs, I don't just get 2 shot or 3 shot by enemies. So it's just kind of a trip going back to Act 1 and being at such a low level and kind of building our characters up to make them into this like unique, powerful level 10 character. We're just measly little, I don't even know where we're at right now, like level 2, level 3. But yeah, we're working with it though, and also we're on a slightly more difficult setting, so I'm still kind of trying to get the feel for this, and I haven't yet looked to see if we can change settings back to standard, just in case I want to like enjoy the experience more and we get like stuck a bunch of times. But I'm hoping I've learned enough to navigate battle more efficiently. But yeah, we're gonna see. Hopefully I don't expose myself too much. So we are definitely closer to the end of the battle. I've been getting cooked, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a grueling kind of process navigating, but I think we got it. I think we got it in the bag and we can get through this with everybody alive, hopefully. But yeah, the goal is to just survive at this point. Geez, I almost wonder too, had I left them with their weapons, if they would have beat me much quicker. Or, you know, really what effect that had, if any. It doesn't seem to have had any advantage for me or disadvantage for them, I guess. Nice. They got some HP on them for being skeletons, you know. But maybe it's the, maybe they got a little magic in them.
Let's move.
We are down to the last one, and they can run, but they can't hide. We are on their tail. Let's see. Can we do it? Almost. I was like, maybe I can get him with this Ray of Frost, and I don't have to worry about it too much, but I think Fireball might do it. See, we did it. Everybody's alive. Well, not everybody survived 100%, but at least we're all alive right now, right?
Wonder what's past this.
Let's unlock this real quick. Oh my gosh, that is so painful. That is very painful. I'm gonna switch over, and I think we're gonna have another crack at it, and I think we got it this time. Not gonna lie, it's actually almost impossible for us to fail it now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. A chalice in a cup. I used 2 lockpicks for that, or at least 2 attempts. It's a little much. Let's go see what is in this room. Alright, so we have a sarcophagus and a chest that has, okay, a necklace, very cool. It's not like a basic one, it seems to have some form of rarity to it.
Never a dull
And
moment.
yeah, okay, let's see what this is about. Richly adorned sarcophagus, and it looks massive. Holy cow. I didn't even have to touch it. Okay, wait. So I actually know who this character is, and I'm actually really excited that I get to meet them this early in the game. And I mean, just look at the aura emanating from them. They just flow out of their grave and descend upon us in all of their glory. This is Old Man Withers.
So he
Their
has
name is actually
spoken,
Withers,
and so
and
thou standest
they're
before
super
me,
useful and awesome
as always.
and deeply
What a
philosophical.
curious way to awaken.
So this is kind of like a
Now,
surprise a little
I
bit
have
for
a
me. I totally
question
forgot
for
about
thee.
this, meeting them this
What is
early
the
on.
worth of a single mortal's life?
I think they think I'm the chosen one or something. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes like the answer options just kind of have me looking. I'm just like, what do I pick? So many interesting directions to go, and yet I can't just reload save all the time. But yeah,
Curiosity.
whenever I say that, some of you guys
Nothing
might not know
more.
what I mean by that.
Wilt
Some of
thou
you just
answer my
know.
question?
But whenever I say reload save, if like I choose something that is an undesirable
So
choice, I can always
ask
reload and kind
again,
of choose something
what
else.
is the worth of a single
I don't want to get
mortal
into that too
life?
much right now, but they asked me a very philosophical question just now, and very interesting to do after being asleep for God knows how long. But we will indulge the question. And I think I'm kind of gravitating towards all life is meaningful infinitely, or something along those lines. I might lock it in.
And thus, balance is achieved.
Bingo.
If all are
See?
at war,
You just gotta say something
none
morally
can
good to
win.
be on Wither's good side.
very well.
Maybe it's not even morally good. Maybe it's even just
I'm
neutral.
satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place.
Yeah,
Farewell.
translation, I've woken up, I'm homeless, I'm hungry, I'm gonna be at your camp, bro. That's pretty much what this dude's he's gonna show up at my house and he's gonna want to chill there. I know this guy, he's done it before, I know I'm gonna see him there, but you know what, that's fine. He's been chilling in dust for I don't even know, for a minute, so we'll let him in, we'll let him in the crew. We're gonna go back in this room though. I kind of want to see what's going on with this book, and yeah, I'm gonna have Gale open it up this time. I am not gonna do it with my main character, but I want to get it done. I want us to be able to see what's in it.
Which way to the nearest library?
This book is far lighter than it
Alrighty,
should be
the
with such a
idea kind of
massive
going
lot.
into this is that Gale is a wizard. We can use some magic and hopefully crack this bad boy open and see what amazing secrets it holds. And yeah, oh amazing, oh holy cow, that was a great roll. That's probably like the best roll we've gotten just off the ripski, so super happy about
As
that.
the lock opens, a loose
And
page comes
Shazam.
with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an
Oh my
obliterated
gosh, it's like
scrawl.
forbidden knowledge. Like we should have
You
left
have a
this book
sense these are
closed.
names, a list. But of what?
Oh, we gotta use another roll? Okay, I'm so glad that turned out that way. I would have been
Gods.
sad.
These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the second
Why was
Sunder.
Shadowheart happy about
The
that?
last three names in this book sit close together,
Maybe we need to
but
close
are
this
so
book.
devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently
So I'm not too
recorded
entirely
by
certain
this
what we
book.
get from this, but I'm gonna take the book. Secrets of the Sundering. Gale is inspired. So yeah, sometimes whenever we come across stuff in the world, whether it's like a really good option that we choose in like chat, conversations, or like how we navigate something, characters can get inspired, and sometimes that gives us an extra role whenever we're doing stuff, which is super useful. So it's just one of those nice things that just kind of happens.
Be careful. There are traps
So
about.
I am going to actually, before we take off, open this up, but there's a trap. If we don't disarm the trap, when we open the sarcophagus, it like shoots poisonous gas in the entire room. That's like the one thing I do remember about this place. Oh, and that we get the Watcher's Guide here. Wow, super cool to have early on, and I'll probably give this to Shadowheart, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, we might be heading out pretty soon from here. I think there's another entrance into this building, and on the other side of this room, so this is like I can't open it. There's not a way to open this door.
How does it open?
But there's somebody on the other side, and I have a feeling it's some bad guys from another opening, which we took this opening from the beach to get into here, and there's enemies on the other side, and maybe that's something we kind of explore in the next episode. I do want to go to camp, but yeah, we still need to find Lae'zel. Honestly, we don't have Lae'zel in our party, so that'll probably be our next step. I mean, honestly, getting Withers, it's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, we are back out of the crypt in the sunlight, which amazing. We love that for us. And just kind of looking through what we have now in our inventory. I do want to equip Shadowheart with the Watcher's Guide. Awesome. Just gonna show you guys a little bit of what it says there about the weapon, and it just looks cool. I'm so used to actually seeing Shadowheart with something like that weapon wise on my other playthrough, so cool. I think we're just gonna keep on looting. We haven't made it to the main area, which is totally okay, but yeah, that's something for another episode. We need to find Lae'zel, so we'll probably end off right here. If you happen to enjoy this episode, please feel free to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Thank you.